Radio, the future of radio and podcast. No limit to what we do.
I-Axis Radio, WIAX, the future of radio and podcast. No limit to what we do.
Janelle, celebrity vocal coach right here, and I am a part of Give It Life.
And ratchet,
and real extra ratchet, raunchy.
That'll be everywhere, like.
What we got coming up? Other shops is upstairs, but we down here by our house, man. This nigga got hit the wall off the set. We leave that up to Rita.
People wonder how we still here, still on top. We used to build here, top 5, punching the clock. Running the field here, it feels good coming around. After they hated, but now we run the town till we stuck in a wheelchair. We all share visions of hope and tell stories with dreams. We get the mixing like we giving you dope. And now we in position weekly, all access, extremities, ENT playing on our axis. Politics, top 40, building community from the X, applying that pressure, promoting unity. Royalty, education, nothing support, dope music, enough to feed souls, food for thought. This type of loyalty cannot be bought from a city where being real just cannot be taught. Listen in and you just might learn with Mr. You Already Know. Welcome to the return.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's going on with you, my guy?
What's going on? You already know. X-Tremitiez ENT on I-Axis Radio. We are live worldwide. DAVON Franklin.
Jose Rivera.
That's right. Yes, indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a lot of stuff going today. We got moving. We got people from the dance parade talking about this thing that's going down on Saturday. X-Tremitiez ENT is emceeing it. And we were just told that Mayor Adams, that's right, Mayor Adams is going to be in attendance, and they want you already know to do the entrance of the land announcement. So guess what? I'm going to represent, and you already know we're going to make some connects with our brother. We love Eric from way back when he was on the NYPD. He used to look out with the block parties and the basketball games when we used to go down to Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Through the Bronx versus Brooklyn with the borough president, all that. You know what I mean? And that's how far back we go. But now that he's mayor, he's been doing a lot of things. We're going to talk about his approval ratings and all that, where they're at, and talk about a lot of things. And then we got Carly from the dance parade, who was on the show last year. She's coming back this year. She's the director. She's going to put on the events that's going to happen. And we got 3 stages. Of course, we got the main stage. They got the teaching stage, right? These are beginners for children and people that just want to learn a new type of style of dance. And then they got the the community stage where everybody dances. And then they got the main stage where everybody from the parade gets to do like a 4-minute performance. So that's 10,000 individuals coming to that stage.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You was there last year. You saw your boy doing the thing. Well, this year, it's more controlled because that got a little too overpacked. We never anticipated that, but it was a great event. Then we got to talk about some events that we got coming up as well. As usual, we're doing what we do. So yes, sir. We're here together. DAVON Franklin. We're about to go into DAVON's picks of the week, and then I'm gonna come in with some news, And then, JAIME's out doing what he does with the studies, because you already know the man is only getting smarter to get higher and elevate everyone else around them by giving opportunities and providing health as wealth, because, he's about the youth initiative. And right now, we're going to have someone today on the show, Ali Brightwell.
Yes,
Great
sir.
guy I met at the boat ride that we actually emceed.
Yes, sir.
And I know Davon said he had some stuff that he was going to put on air. I don't know, if that's happening or if we're doing it next week, but we got a lot of stuff today. So without any further ado, you already know we are Access Radio. We are on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, 365 Live, Mixcloud. You could catch Al Williams right through those streaming sites as well as our Access Radio. Now, listen, if you got a cell phone, you got a TV, you can go onto your local Fire Stick, Apple TV, and watch us. 365 stop playing, because people have told me, I get the texts and the emails, people hitting us from across overseas. My nephew is stationed in Australia. He's putting us out there. That's no lie. Shout out to my nephew, Dejan. I love you. Keep doing your damn thing. He was lost out here and he found himself in another part of the world. Spiritually, he had to leave the States. And look, he's serving his country proudly. You know what I mean? And he's like, yo, Theo, keep doing your thing. We got everybody out here watching Jimmy's ENT show in Australia. You already know, Davon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, so without any further ado, my brother, he's going to give you, the world, the picks of the week, because this is brought to you in part by X-Tremitiez ENT and The Point. That's right, June 17th. You can catch X-Tremitiez ENT marching in the Fish Parade, where we will be joining The Point. That's right, over on Garrison Avenue, marching all the way down to Edgewater, where the new waterfront has been seen and the construction looks beautiful. X-Tremitiez ENT will be there taking live footage and be emceeing, and as well as the dance parade. That's right, the New York Dance Parade, the biggest parade where everyone gets to dance. And if you don't dance, you get a ticket by the police. This is a real, they give you a dance ticket if you don't move. All right. If you're anywhere in the city and if you're not dancing or shrugging, you're getting a ticket. I've seen it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, you got a real ticket. You better pay it.
No parking on the dance floor.
Right. We're only bringing positivity and love. You hear me?
Sure.
Of course, I'm joking. It's only fake tickets, but you got to enjoy yourself. That's what it's all about. You got to go. But the ticket looks official, though. I was like, yo, this is crazy. So we're gonna be having a great enlightenment coming on. You know what I'm saying? I feel it every time we get it. But today has been something. It's been a quite change in the stars in the universe, and I'm noticing that people are starting to be, more up. And I know it's the season, but let's keep that energy and let's keep rolling with it. And let's empower it more, because Ali Brightwell is gonna empower us later on in the show. Without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it's 6:10, and I'm gonna give it to my dude Davon Franklin and his picks of the week.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hello. This is excuse me. We're gonna start this segment off with, we just got past with Mother's Day. So the first song that we're going to get into is a song by Mr. Frank McComb. The song is called Mama. Shout out to Platinum Delivery on the music, and let's get into it. X-Tremitiez ENT show, IXS Radio. Let's go.
For her clothes are not the latest style, and her hair seems a little wild, but on her face she shows her grave, all dressed up with a smile. Oh, she never cared for caviar, and her education didn't take her far, but she's got a smile, a country mile, and it shines just like the morning star. She never changed her ways. She's still the same today, with a weary heart and her dreams blown apart. All the while she aims to please. The brown in her hair has turned to gray. She only has words of wisdom to say. Oh, but on her face there could be no mistakes, 'cause she wears a smile for the whole human race. Oh yeah. Ooh, mama has a smile for the whole human race. Mama put her dreams down and raised her child with a smile. Mama wears a smile for the whole human race.
Let it be soon. Don't hesitate. Make a love. Don't wait. Open your heart and let my love come in. I want the moment to start when I can feel your heart. With more love and more joy than age and time could ever destroy. Oh, honey, now my love is so sound. Gonna take 100 lifetimes to live it down. Wear it down, tear it down. This is no fiction, this is no act, this is real, it's a fact. I'll always belong only to you, and each day I'll be living to make sure I'm giving you more love and more joy than any age and time could ever destroy. Honey, now my love will be so sound. It'll take 100 lifetimes to live it down. Wear it down and tear it down. As we grow older, no need to fear. When you need me, I'll be here. I'll be beside you every step of the way. A heart that's truthful and it's keeping in you. More love and more joy than any age or time could ever destroy. Oh, honey, now my love will be so sound. You take 100 lifetimes to live it down, wear it down, tear it down. Oh, gonna give you more love and more joy than age or time could ever destroy. Oh, honey, now my love slow down just to live it down. More love and more joy than age or time could ever.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was Shelly Ruffin with the Smokey Robinson classic "More Love." The song previously to that was Frank McComb with "Mama," and both jams was popping. I hope y'all like that one. The next song that we're gonna get into is Johnny Britt. The song's called "Summer Love," and we're gonna get let you hear that one right now on the Extremities ENT show, ISS Radio. Let's go.
Ooh, summer love. Woo. Yeah. Ooh, summer love. Yeah. It's nothing like butterflies in the springtime, holding hands after dark under the moonlight. Summer breeze comes around, you're in my arms, makes my days come alive. It's summer love, nothing like the summer romance and the summer love, laughing in the summer. Oh, do you hear me say, like a summer love under the stars above? Yeah. Summer love, I love with you, so more me and you. Summer love, yeah. There is no one else but you, summer love. Must be dreaming, holding you, my summer love. In the mood are you, summer love? Do you feel me? Yeah. Summer love. Summer love. Summer love.
When you get close to me, baby, my body feels so amazing. I realize I've never been in love before, because with you I just belong in your arms. What we create is the bond. We coalesce and manifest the kind of love that we want, y'all. Just you with me, making summer love like endlessly, endlessly.
This feels so right, warm summer night, holding you, baby, loving you, baby. This feels so right on a warm summer night.
My summer love.
Nothing like a summer love under the stars above. Summer love, I'm loving you, tell me more, me and you. Summer love, summer love, summer love.
As I open you up and turn around, I see just what you see in me. I begin to read your thoughts and mine. I feel the passion flowing through your body, crossing into mine. Through your eyes I see the fantasies. You dream all the time you're fine. Close your eyes and you will find this ain't your ordinary type of love. Ordinary type of love. This ain't your ordinary type of love. Mind's preoccupied, body's moving, and a soul intertwined. Can't slow down, we turn around. In our minds we keep on talking. Damn, did you feel it too? The magnetism of our bodies touching. Through your eyes I see the fantasies, 'cause I dream up inside my mind. Close your eyes and you will find this ain't no ordinary type of love. No ordinary type of love. This ain't no ordinary type of love. No ordinary type of love. What it is a love that bleeds into your soul, feeds into your core, and leaves you wanting.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was Les Femis Fatah. You know what I'm saying? Yes, yes. Les Femis Fatah from the group from France. Yeah, that was No Ordinary Type of Love. You know what I'm saying? The song before that was Johnny Britt's Summer Love. Okay. So now the next record that we're going to get into is Josh X. The song is called Love Take Me Higher. And we're going to get into that on X-Tremitiez ENT show on iAccess Radio. Let's go.
Need to clear my head more than they know. I get out of bed. This pain killing my soul, my soul, yeah. I'm falling, I'm hopeless. Sometimes I can't feel it all. Feels like God can't forgive me. I'm praying for some peace. One day you hear, then you leave. Why is life punishing me? This life takes me higher. I'm touching the sky. This love takes me higher. I feel I can fly. Darkness can blindside so much through my eyes. Even when I try, I cry. My life is falling before me. God just please save me. Round and around I go, my world is going crazy. Please save me. This life takes me higher. I'm touching the sky. Let me get something to know. This life takes me higher. I feel I can fly. Let me get something to know. I should have known that I was just wasting my time. My friends tried to tell me that I need to leave her behind. And now it's plain to see that she don't give a damn about me. Don't give a damn about me. Some crowded day. Oh, and lonely night. The way that you treat me, girl. Oh, girl. You know that it just ain't right. And now I see that you don't give a damn about me. Don't give a damn about me. Come on. Fooled me once, but she will not fool me twice. My brother told me that I was just rolling the dice, yeah. But now I see that she don't give a damn about me. Don't give a damn about me. I need to let that girl be.
Me, oh baby, don't give a damn about me. So tired of wasting all of my time. Don't give a damn about me. Tired of all these games with my mind now, baby. Don't give a damn about me. No, shit, don't give a damn about me. Don't give a damn about me. Don't give a damn about me. Don't give a damn about me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was Jeff Washington. Don't give a damn about me. You know? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The song before that was Josh X, Love Takes Me Higher on Extremities ENT show. The next record we're going to get into is going to be Ingram Street. I just want your love. So, you know, one lady don't give a damn about him, but we still want your love. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get into that on the Extremities ENT show on our Access Radio. Let's go.
I know we've been fighting, and the reason's 'cause I did you wrong. I didn't take into consideration your feelings, sympathy wasn't shown. I just want your love. 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 Pride can cause a crashing. Hope that you'll accept my apology. I'm sorry, baby, but if it's what you're after, I call a truce based on love's casualties. 'Cause I just want your love. I just want your love. Yes, I do, my baby. I just want your love. Oh yeah. I just want your love. I'm sick and tired of fighting. In my heart only beats for you. My heart beats for you. So don't leave me hanging on. My arms you belong. It's you that I want, baby. It's you. Now that I've pleaded my case, I'm begging, pleading. I'm praying you'll feel the same. I do. But if you still have reason to doubt me, I'm asking, can you stand the rain? 'Cause I just want your love. I just want your love. Yes, I do, my baby. I just want your love. I do. I just want your love. I just want your love. I want your love. I want your love. Yeah. I really do. I You don't wanna fight, just wanna make it right. With you, that's all I wanna do. That's all I wanna do. I just want your heart. Yeah. I just want your
Sitting here, oh yeah, thinking about all our early years. Sometimes I had my doubts, but they were laced with fears. But then I opened my heart to you. Said there's one thing I'll never do. Never gonna walk away. We've had tears, but we never gave up on love. Painful years, but we never gave up on us. I'm so glad that we never gave up on love. Love, 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 love is enough. Looking from the other side, I can see my wrongs. I wish that I could make them disappear with the touch of a magic wand. But you opened your heart to me, said that we'd forever be. We can never walk away. We've had tears, but we never gave up on love. Painful years, but we never gave up on us. I'm so glad that we never gave up on love. Love, love, oh, love is enough.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was D. Lucas featuring Selena Albright. Love is Enough on Extremities ENT show on IXS Radio. The last record that we're going to get into on this segment is Glolalia. Yeah, the song is called Deal. And you know, we're going to get into that record pretty dope on Extremities ENT show on IXS Radio. Let's go.
Whatever happened to our deal? You said you'd come when I get lonely. Do you still think about it still? Or you got one too many hands? Baby, baby, if that's what you wanna call me, call me. Why don't you just come and hold me, hold me? At the end of the night, put it in writing, I'm your priority. Oh, so pretty, and that I'm what you need. Just sign a deal, that's how I want it to be. Bad, bad like me, I know I'm what you need. I've got the papers you could sign, a contract saying that you love me, that you do whatever you like. I write the terms and you just listen to me. Ooh, baby, baby, if that's what you wanna call me, call me. Why don't you just call me home, home me at the end of the night? Ooh, put it in writing, I'm your priority. Oh, so pretty, and that I'm what you need. Just sign the deal, that's how I want it to be. Bad, bad like me, I know I'm what you need. Put it in writing, I'm your priority. Oh, so pretty, and that I'm what you need. Just sign the deal, that's how I want it to be. Bad, bad like me, I know I'm what you need.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was Glow Layla on Extremities ENT show deal. If you want to hear any of these records, any of these songs that we play on any of the playlists from here or the previous episodes, you can hear them all on the Extremities ENT show playlist on IXS Radio between 4 and 7 p.m. on live 6-5. And that will conclude the segment on the Davon's picks on the Extremities ENT show on IXS Radio. Let's go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for that, Davon Franklin. You already know, great selection of music. You know, had the great ambiance. I like the energy. You know, transition well from song to song. I like the topics and all that. Very good work. All right,
Yes, sir,
so
yes,
now
sir,
we're gonna
yes, sir, yes, sir. Pretty dope. Pretty dope, right?
absolutely, man.
Shout out to Platinum Delivery. Yeah.
Absolutely. Shout out to Platinum. You already know. We're going to get into some updates right quick. I don't know if anyone's been paying attention, but, you know, there's been some stuff going on with abortion regulations continue to be a major issue as more states are participating in the anti-abortion legislation, where it says that women are up to 12 weeks abortion ban in North Carolina, which limits the medications for abortion. And, you know, there's already a stipulation of 10 weeks of assistance, which was in the past, and now it's 12 weeks. Florida passed the 6-week limitation, meaning, you know, with abortion, and South Carolina did the opposite of the 6-week ban providing care. You know, the states report that it has to be life staking in order to conduct the abortion. There was a teacher in Texas who was forced to cross the state lines in order to get an abortion. And she was told that, you know, the child will not survive and she had to carry the baby full term regardless. You know, it's sad that women have to go through this because in New Orleans, the federal courts appeal, you know, is hearing the abortion as well. So basically, all the southern states right now are having a major war with the abortion issue, and Roe versus Wade is just like making things hard for just the female gender itself, you know, because women are just having their rights stricken away, and it's just an indication on what they want to do with, you know, your rights as a human being. It shows that you're not considered to be a human being with more property. All right. Here, they talk about another issue that's going on since we're talking about life. A little girl,
You know,
she was her own mother. She was 6 years old, and her story came out on a show on Unsolved Mysteries on Netflix. There was a lady in the store, and she recognized the child from the Netflix series, and she called the cops. And the story is that the mother kidnapped her at 6 years old, and the girl now is 16, and she was just reunited with her mother. I mean, with her father. Her mother is in court and is being arraigned for kidnapping for 10 years. And the daughter and the husband and the child's father are all happy, and they appreciated that the someone was actually watching a show on the child's story, which eventually led them back to getting together and being able to provide help, and she got reunited with her dad. Now we're getting into the approval ratings of your Mayor Adams. That's right. They had the latest statistics. Mayor Adams is at a 49% approval rate, 35% disapproval rate, and the margin of error for the rest is people that are, could go either way. So the majority of the people are saying that he's doing a good job in regards to safety and community work, because he is building on programs, as despite of what people are saying that he's trying to take away from programs, he's actually helping and working with organizations to provide care to the youth, because there's too much violence going on in the streets, as you and I have been reporting for the past, how long? Going about 2 years. We've been talking about teens and violence right on this show, and you know what? It's finally happening, from de Blasio to Eric Adams, that now it's happening. Another story, we have Raphael Lee, founder of New York City's Halloween Parade, died at the age of 87. He had declining health over several years. He taught at NYU, and he also created the Land Shark series that would happen on Saturday Night Live. It was like a comedy skit. Halloween party started as a small block party, which eventually turned into the parade that it is today in history. And it's crazy because, this man was just a very humble person that used to just go around and throw events for people to enjoy. And what eventually happened is that, he passed away due to being ill. And right now we have something else going on in the waters. Since everybody thinks that it's okay to swim because it's getting warm, people have to remember that, in Long Island, the shores are, being patrolled by police. There's water safety classes being taught on how to operate a boat, because there's too many injuries going on, and people always have to be prepared. After falling within the last week, we had 2 people that fell off their boats for just being, ignorant and not taking classes and being, self-conscious and safe. Wear your life jackets. Drinking should not be encouraged when you're on a boat. And if you're on land, be careful, because, there's been a large amount of sightings of sharks. They've been putting drones up in the air, and they've been noticing that sharks have been detected more towards the shores lately, which especially in Long Island, and people are not, being conscious and thinking about what right moves to take. So, if you're out there in the beaches, just because it's not summer yet, be careful, because there's no lifeguards, and you got a lot of people just going out there and want to get inebriated and want to try to just do stuff that is not correct. So if you're out there in the streets, be mindful that, you have to be careful about, drinking and doing anything, because now the law is not operating under COVID circumstances. They are going full force. They are doing checkpoints. They are pulling people over. They are looking for safety, because there's too much chaos going on in the streets. They have teenagers and children running around with guns, and, they're addressing that, as well as people that are driving around under the influence, because now everybody thinks that it's okay to smoke and drive, when in fact it affects your driving ability if you are not cognizant on where you're driving, the street signs, because all it takes is a mere second for someone to have an accident, and people don't understand the severity of the loss of life. We're going to get into the next several days. Right now it's 61 degrees in the Bronx. It was kind of cold, drift drop. People are saying that it's feeling like light spring, winter. Tomorrow is going to be 63, a high, sunny. Friday is going to be partly sunny, 66. Saturday is going to be estimated about 70% of rain, but nevertheless, the dance parade will happen, rain, shine. Sunday is going to be partly sunny, 75. Monday, 72. Sunny. Tuesday, sunny, 70. Wednesday, sunny, 75. Thursday, partly sunny, 77. And Friday, 81. And that's your next 7 days with the weather. And we're going to go into the quick sports right quick. As you know, the Denver Nuggets took the first win last night, but nevertheless, the LA Lakers did make a huge comeback. Everyone was getting nervous to the point that once it got down to 3 points, you know, they were going to come back and win. They were going to be the first team to ever come back from such a deficit, but it came down to free throws. That's right. That's why free throws is the most important shot of the game. And they teach you that in the basis when you learn to play basketball. It make you shoot 1,000 free throws just to even play on a basketball team. I know I had many trophies. I was that kid that always shot from the free throw line. And guess what? It's not an easy thing. So everybody that shoots threes and you think they're a good free throw shooter, don't always assume that. All right. And last night, they were proven, because there were people that were on both sides of the team that were MVP type caliber, but they couldn't hit the constant free throws. All right. So that's what it's going to boil down to. The game is 1-0 there. And you got the Celtics versus the Heat. We're going to see what comes out of there. Let's hope that Tatum is able to ask his mother from a loan from his own mother, because he went on to say that his mother controls his money. And whenever he wants to make a major decision, he goes to mom. Get along. All right. And,
my man. My man that did that. My man that did that with the marriage thing. They boy, is it started a revolution?
Yes, sir.
John Morant is being looked at as if he is may possibly be dropping more endorsements, because now you have gangbangers that are going live on Instagram and Facebook asking him and questioning him, saying, you think you about that life, but we know that you never even tasted that life. Don't let your friends influence you, because they're not about that life. Now, if you want to be a part of this and show a gun who's $230-something million contract, then we will embrace you and show you what the real gang life is. If you don't believe it, you can go on and see it. Just Google it. Gang members speaking to John Morant. They wanted him to be a role model, and they're letting him know now he's on thin water, to the point where Silverman is concerned. So we'll get more updates on that. But nevertheless, world, we're about to get ready for our first guest of the evening, coming on in 4 minutes. Shout out to Jamie Sanders, who got out of class and is able to join us today.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, family? What's going on, family?
We're going to go and a great interview in a few seconds. We're going to have our friend Carly from the Dance Parade, the director of the Dance Parade. She was here with us last year. She's representing, and she's going to tell us about what we can expect this coming Saturday, from walking down all the way down 6th Ave, Broadway, and then coming into Tompkins Square Park in the Lower East Side. You already know, but it's going to be something spectacular. Ladies and gentlemen, it's always great to be a part of the Dance Parade, because people don't understand that, you know, this lady that's coming on is a choreographer, a performer, a teacher, and a representative of the Dance Parade. And, you know, she goes into schools and teaches dance and shows the importance of dance and movement therapy, because she works with all aspects, you know, and shows what the advantages are of moving and not staying in a bed all day or sitting on the couch, how the advantages. Right. And it's going to show the art of dance and the spirituality of it and all, which we all enjoy. And then we have great Ali Brightwell coming on. Davon Franklin and I met him on a boat ride, and guy has a special light about him. And the reason why I'm gonna like this even more is because when Jamie Sanders sees him, and Davon could tell you, I said it to the guy in front of Davon, you need to hook up with Jamie Sanders, because this is exactly what he does. And what he does is youth empowerment and financial stability. And I said, oh my God, you're once you meet Jamie, it's a great connection because he's just like us, Jamie, the energy and everything. So, that's going to be a great interview that we do right after, at 7:15. And in 2 minutes, we're going to go on with Carly. And I'm going to have Big Al just go to a quick, short commercial break so we can hook up and get ready for this interview. Only on Extremities ENT Talk Show on our Access Radio.
It's your girl Musa, and gotta learn in that L, sing you up to a B, bless. Remember when I was frontin', like I was on something? I always had to be right when I really didn't know nothing. I always steady running, always steady coming, running from the truth. What's the use? It's really been on my mind, you really been on my mind. I told myself 1,000 times the detriment is only mine. I ain't gon' point one finger when there's 3 pointing back at you. What I am, right? Said baby, don't you run no more. You gotta stop running circles. You gotta run through that door, pass that test, pass that test, pass that test. Say baby, don't you run no more. You gotta stop running circles. You gotta run through that door, pass that test, pass that test, pass that test. When you go, man, you gotta stop fighting resistance. It's not in your concern how the blessings being given. Wake up, wake up, wake up, look at your decisions. Turn on your lights, now do your shadow work. So baby, don't you run no more. You gotta stop running circles. You gotta run through that door, pass that test, pass that test, pass that test. Say baby, don't you run no more. You gotta stop running circles. You gotta run through that door, pass that test, pass that test, pass that test. Baby, don't you know, stop listening to so-and-so. Adding on advice to you when that advice ain't factual. Follow your heart, let you determine your being by simply being a creator and invest in your dreams. Now say less, don't ever try to impress. When you a hoe, impress. You gotta understand your love and happiness resides inside of you. So what you wanna do? You wanna swing around and go sit door or walk straight through? Say baby, don't you run no more. You gotta stop running circles. You gotta run through that door, pass that test, pass that test, pass that test. Say baby, don't you run no more. You gotta stop running circles. You gotta run through that door, pass that test, pass that test, pass that test.
And welcome back to the Extremities ENT Talk Show on our Access Radio. We are live worldwide on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Apple TV, Roku TV, 365 Live, anything that has the capability of having a cell phone or television. Just type in our Access Radio and we are there. And that's right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with my co-host, DAVON Franklin.
Yes, sir.
And Demi Sanders.
Yes, sir.
We're in the house. What's up, family?
That's right. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, I want you all to help me in welcoming our wonderful guest of the evening. She is a choreographer, performer, teacher, and representative of the dance parade. Ladies and gents, please give it up for our great guest. Once again, returning Miss Carly Eckert.
Hello. Hi.
How you doing? How you doing?
How you doing?
Hi. It's great to be here. Nice to see all of you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. Always wanted to have you. So we are expected something special this year. Speak about that. Dance Parade 2023.
Yeah, it's the 17th annual Dance Parade and Festival this Saturday, May 20th. We've changed the route this year. We're going down 6th Avenue, Avenue of the Americas in Manhattan. And then, yeah, turning east on 8th Street and going into Tompkins Square Park, as we've done for so many years, with then completing the parade with our 5-stage festival in Tompkins Square Park from 3 to 7 p.m. So it's going to be really great. We've got over 130 groups joining the parade. It's probably going to be close to 10,000 dancers, as we've done in the past. Really amazing. Over 100 groups, 100 styles of dance being represented by 130 groups. Styles of dance from all over the world are being represented. So we're really so excited and grateful to be able to bring this to the community.
All right. So I remember last time you spoke about incorporating dance into schools and all with the programs. How's that going?
Yeah, we're back at it again this year. We have 12 community engagement programs. Those are our educational outreach programs. We are in NYC city schools, in the Bronx, Manhattan, in Queens, and in Brooklyn. Nothing in Staten Island, unfortunately, but next year. And serving over 500 students in our programs. And those students, most of them will be at the parade and festival performing with their teaching artist. Some of them will be on floats, some of them will be dancing down the street, and then performing on our community stage at Tompkins Square Park. So yeah, we're really, really so thrilled. And in addition to those schools being served by our community engagement programs, we also have we've doubled the amount of schools that will be participating in the parade. So I think we have over 20 schools participating, which is really fantastic for us. And we're very excited about it. And because, it's all about spreading the word, and education through dance is really important, because it branches out into everything that we do. Just being, holistic and compassionate human beings. So, yeah. I think it's going to be a good one.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So the advantages of movement therapy for our viewers that are listening and viewing right now, what is the advantage, especially on a day like the dance parade?
Sure. Well, I think, there are different benefits to dancing versus watching dance, but I think both are beneficial. And the benefit to dancing and moving one's body is getting to know one's body, learning new perspectives. Being in touch with your physical body can help you be more in touch with your emotional and mental health as well, state of well-being. And and I think also I mentioned compassion earlier, and learning new perspectives through embodying the way that another culture moves creates that compassion and helps us to be more understanding and patient with one another, which I think we need more of, especially now. And of course, for those people who don't want to dance but want to watch and appreciate it from afar, I think there's this thing called like mirror neurons, where you see something and you get a little twitch, or you see somebody like moving and grooving, and you just kind of have a little
Yeah.
And I think
That's right.
that little twitch, I think, is a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Especially for those of us who might be a little more held back and not wanting to join in, full on dancing. But we get the benefit, and the vibration of music, the vibration at the parade is off the charts. The music, the energy, and I have never had the pleasure of dancing at the parade because I'm always working it. But let me tell you, when I walk through the crowd of dancers and listen to the live drumming and the dancers practicing to their music and the music coming off of the floats that are moving through the parade, it is incredible. It makes I can feel it on a cellular level, and I imagine I'm not the only one. So yeah, lots of benefits, I think, for all of us who are going to be in the area, and anytime one is participating or witnessing dance and music. And
Yes, ma'am.
joyful movement and celebration. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely. Jamie, Davon, you guys have any questions for our great guest?
I'm not. I'm just saying. I'm anticipating a good time. You know, I'm gonna be out there with y'all this coming up Saturday. So you know, what I'm saying I'm
Oh yes,
very much
yes.
participating. So you know, what I'm
So
saying
good.
I was
Definitely
out there
seeing
last
you.
year. I enjoyed the gathering and the festivities last year as well. So it's gonna. I'm looking forward to seeing it. That's all.
Yeah.
This would be actually my first year, with the pleasure of actually participating and actually, just really getting that vibe. But definitely, that whole vibe of dance and music is definitely sends a healing vibration, and it builds a sense of connectivity. And then, like you expressed, just the feel of the different cultures and and the way they vibe out. I think it's just a unique and it's a really fulfilling experience, and I'm just really looking forward to getting some of that energy myself. Like I said, the music, the dance, and just getting in that good vibe. So, I'm excited. I can't wait.
Yeah. I'm so happy that y'all are going to be there. Yeah, it's definitely going. It's an event of, I think, unifying for sure. And I didn't mention this before, but we've got some amazing grand marshals this year. Ronald K. Brown, Evidence, a dance company, is one of our grand marshals, and he's an amazing just pillar and innovator and in the contemporary and dance world, using African diaspora and spirituality in his work for many, many years. And Elizabeth Streb is our other grand marshal, coming with her company, Streb Extreme Action, very athletic. They performed at the Olympics when it was in London a few years ago. And they're just, incredible athletes, and her choreography is very unique. And then we've got Natasha Diggs, who is a producer and DJ, and has just made such an impact on the nightlife in New York City and all over the world. So some really amazing people involved and bringing their communities and helping us to just expand the reach of this event. So we're very excited.
Yes, ma'am. Wow. Yes, ma'am.
Nice. Beautiful.
Anticipate having a great, and once again, honored and pleasure to be even considered to be the MC of the main stage with the dance parade.
That's right.
It's awesome, and I hear that we have some great guests that we anticipate on having. And any people that you would like to disclose, or you disclose that will be speaking.
We'll be honoring, our grand marshals, like I said, and hoping to have some, I can't quite announce it, but hopefully have some public figures there as well that we can honor at our ribbon cutting. And it's big. We partner with the city every year to make this happen. And I think they're, especially with Mayor Eric Adams' administration, they're very supportive. And we had our presser today at City Hall, and Council Member Rivera was there, and we've had a lot of support from Council Members Palladino and Gennaro and Queens, so for our community engagement program. So we're very, very grateful, and grateful to them, and just grateful to the support of the city for helping us, make this event happen, and holding it to the same sort of level as, the Thanksgiving parade and the Halloween parade, which have been staples in New York City for so long. So the dance parade is, definitely growing and making an impact.
It's
That's dope.
great to see the growth from Greg had mentioned, and he always loves to say it. This is the environment where people had to hide in order to dance publicly.
Yes.
I love when he does that, makes that speech. What does that mean to you when you hear that?
I don't know. I mean, I think it's important for people to feel like they can express themselves and come out, whether it's, you know, in costume or and, you know, just as themselves, come out as themselves. And I see that, like, at the dance parade, I see a lot of originality and people coming through and just expressing themselves in their truest form. And you know, we have a lot of the burner community from Burning Man and Five Rhythms and authentic movement, authentic movers, a lot of nightlife groups come out, and it's certainly, yeah, a celebration of authenticity and joy. And this event, yeah, it allows people to come out in all shapes and forms and join together and celebrate and move their bodies.
All right, that's great. Oh, that was phenomenal. Gentlemen, thank you for accompanying me and welcoming Carly Eckert to the X-Tremitiez ENT show once again, as she does her phenomenal promotion and speaks about what we can expect. And I guess, you know, with the grace of the universe, it's going to be good weather and we're going to be able to enjoy it all the way through, as we do every year. Regardless, rain, shines, whatever happens, we're still going to dance, because that's what the blessing has been bestowed upon us. And thank you so much for coming on the show and letting us know that dance is important and what it does for our mental health and well-being.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me again. And I'm looking forward to seeing you all at the dance parade on Saturday.
All right. And before you go,
organizing such an incredible day, Carly, we appreciate you.
Oh, thank you.
And before you go, please let everyone know if they'd like to reach you for more information regarding the dance parade or just anything regarding the schools and all that, how they can reach you.
Oh, yeah. My email, it's my name, Carly, CARLYE, at danceparade.org. And anyone can reach out to me if they have questions about our programming. If they're a teacher, we love knowing people and yeah, and helping people to do what they love to do.
All right. Well, thank you so much. See you Saturday. X-Tremitiez ENT will be with the dance parade, enjoying a great day of dance. That's right. We'll be back in just 30 seconds with our next guest, empowerment guru himself. That's right, Ali Brightwell. It's a positive show, ladies and gentlemen, and all we do is give positive vibes to the universe, because we get positivity back, like the great angels God bestows upon us, such as Carly and Ali. Have a great day. Thank you, Carly.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Sweat. Estamos en Nique, que viva Puerto Rico. Vaya Mari. They say I'm so damn boricua and I rep it all the time. Isla del Encanto, yes, my island is so fine. I'm that Latin kind that even shines cuando está curo nuyo. Y que incorpore caramelo en some papi chulo. Rep lo mío, rep lo tuyo. Totones y gandule. If you don't do it, who's gonna do it? Blowing in so heavy today. I'm that Goya, Matobo. I'm that flavor to that music. I'm the sangre bunguerero. Boricua and I scream it out loud. I'm Puerto Rican and proud. 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 It's the hip hop. I'm Puerto Rican and proud. 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 Y gallinas, playa y piscinas. Yo soy de Salinas, playa de New York esquinas. Si desportor, como suena el coro. Me amulo mucho oro. Empire State el morro. Alza tu bandera, ganamos la guerra. Yo soy de allá afuera. Aquí empezamos con nada. Donde quiera presento mi tierra. Making noise, estamos haciendo ruido. Libertad, justa los sonidos. Movimiento militaria. Boricua este cover de área. We here, nos llegamos. Latinoamericano. Waving the US bandera. Puerto Rico festivo esa estrella. Qué bonita bandera. Qué bella es mi cultura. Ya tú sabes qué pasa from the Rican raza. Y como esa no ninguna. Scream it out loud. I'm Puerto Rican and proud. Vaya Bori. I'm Puerto Rican and proud. I'm Puerto Puerto Rico, Ponce, San Juan, mi pueblo Salinas. I'm Puerto Rican and proud. I'm Puerto Rican and proud. Little lie. I'm Puerto Rican and proud. Que viva mi cultura. I'm Puerto Rican and proud. Alza tu bandera. I'm Puerto Rican and proud. Wave por donde quiera. I'm Puerto Rican and proud. Que chévere. I'm Puerto Rican and proud. Y bueno, I'm Puerto Rican and proud. Fuimos. I'm Puerto Rican and proud. I'm at the parade waving my flag. Repping the beautiful culture we have. Si el Goya tiene que ser bueno. Taste the New York veneno. I'm so arroz con habichuela. Pava machete una guayabera. Qué tremendo son. Puertorriqueño de corazón. I'm Puerto Rican and proud. You see me? I'm Puerto Rican and proud. Little lie. Que viva mi cultura. I'm Puerto Rican and proud. Que viva Puerto Rico. I'm Puerto Rican and proud. I'm Puerto Rican and proud. I'm Puerto Rican and proud. Little lie, little lie. I'm Puerto Rican and proud. Vaya body. Fuimos. Bushwick. We here. Este hip hop jibarito. Que viva la salsa.
Welcome back to the X-Tremitiez ENT Talk Show on our Access Radio. We are live worldwide on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, 365 Live. You already know we are about to do something great. We have just got out of a good interview with Dance Parade's director-owned Carly Eckert, and it's ironic that, you know, Big Al went to that song because this year, opening up the actual festival is the first ever Bomba Plena. Representatives of Puerto Rico are going to open up the dance parade at the festival on the main stage. So good look for the alley-oop. Thank you so much, Big Al. Next, we're going into a big interview. We met this individual at an event on a boat ride. Davon Franklin saw this two individuals who caught my eye as well, but Davon just, you know, asked the question and asked them what they were doing. And the way that the individual articulated and you know, his presence and all spoke volumes. So, you know, Davon did you know, the networking, and I chimed in and I said, you know what, you need to hook up with my brother Jamie Sanders. You need to come on the show. And Davon made it happen. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This person right here is all about positive moves and financial stability. And if you don't know, you're about to learn, because we have been graced by the grace of the Lord God himself, Ali Brightwell.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, guys, for having me. That was a hell of an introduction. I appreciate that. But yeah,
Yes,
man,
sir,
I
you
appreciate
too.
it. And it was awesome meeting you guys. I'm glad we were able to connect, and I'm excited to work together with you guys.
Yes, sir. Why don't you tell everybody what it is that you actually do, my guy?
Yeah, so what we do is we're a community-based networking organization, and we seek to empower the community through education, leadership, and finance. And the reason we do that is because as of right now, I know we can all agree that the world is in a chaotic spot, and we're here as a stable and growing community, and we call it and the clubhouse is a transformative environment for you and for all of us. And here's where we connect. Can you guys still hear me?
Hold on, sir. We got a live call. Call you live.
Yes, it is. You're live.
Hello? Call you live.
Stop playing, dude.
Big Ro. What's up, Big Ro?
Yeah. What's good, fellas?
You already know we here.
What's going on?
What's good, bro?
brother. Big Rome is calling from Maryland. We on the air right now with Big Rome. We're interviewing Ali Brightwell, who's all about community empowerment and all. It's great you calling. Do you have any questions for him on community development right quick?
Man, you know what? I really don't have any questions, but listen, the community development is something that has to be done, man. The way this world is looking right now, it's crazy. And we need all the help. We need every community. You know what I mean? Needs help right now. Someone with a positive thought to do some things in the community, we need that, bro. That's everywhere, every state, every city, we need that, bro. So I'm glad y'all are making this aware, bro. It's crazy out here. We live in a crazy world right now, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you. Appreciate you with that. But let's get back to Mr. Ali, Mr. Brightwell. The name of your organization is Self-Perfected Northeast, right? Finish explaining what it is that you actually do.
So yeah, as of right now, I didn't actually create the group. One of my friends I know named. You guys still hear me all right?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, cool. So yeah, my friend named Mitchell. He actually lives in Minnesota. He was the first person to actually create Self-Perfected, and similar idea. So it was a Friday night for him, and he was laying around, and he was with a couple of his buddies, and he was like, majority of the world right now is out partying, getting drunk, not really doing too much with themselves. So he ended up creating a community named Self-Perfected where they can get on Zoom and chop it up. And ultimately, now it's grown into a massive movement. So I have friends out in Germany, I have friends in London, I have friends in South America, I have friends all across the country. And we actually have an event that we're hosting in San Diego first week of June. So me specifically, I'm looking to take that to the next level, right? Just simply because I don't know if you guys are familiar with Paterson, New Jersey, but I grew up in Paterson, New Jersey. And if you look it up right now, you probably see murders, killings, young kids, a lot of crime, right? And I didn't grow up in the hood, all right, but I grew up like I played sports in the hood, right? I played sports with many people who've been killed. I played sports with people who are in jail right now. I hung around people who are, in jail, who are on selling drugs, and it dawns on me every now and then. I think, why is it that? Because me, like I said, I didn't grow up in the hood. I did grow up with a single mom. My dad died. His heart blew up in his chest. He was stressed out. He couldn't handle it, and I ended up I had to find myself, right, in becoming a man. Like I was on my own, right. So it was good that I had that vision of seeing myself where I needed to be, just reaching out, finding new people across this group. Self-Perfected, and just going back to what I was saying, I'm looking to take that to the next level because why is it that there's a kid that's 12 years old right now that's in the hood on the blocks because that's all he thinks he can do. He doesn't know anything else, right? There's people right now that never even seen the beach before. There's people right now who didn't even see the end of the street, right? Let alone like go to another state or another country. So why is it that there's people like that, and then there's people who are the town across from them living in the suburbs, having a good life. And I've come to realize, and many people that I work with come to realize that it's education. So the reason why there's a gap is just because of the education and the environment, right? The reason why there's people, like I mentioned, who are on this end and people on this end is just because the knowledge that they have. And I was just listening to a podcast not too long ago, and he was explaining about the difference between knowing and learning. So there's this quote that goes to know and not to do is not to know. So when you know something, it's ingrained in you.
Right.
But most of what we know is unconscious. So all of what we know, most of what we know, playing out our life. So our conscious is built from our environment. All right. And if this guy is here, this little kid's in the hood here, his person he looks up to is his brother who's in jail, his dad who's in jail, his mom, who's working 3 jobs, can't even hang around with them, and he sees his cousins on the block who's making $1,000 a week. He's like, oh, some money. This is what I'm gonna do, right? But what if he had the same opportunities as, let's say, Donald Trump when he was 12 years old? Then where would that kid be?
Right.
He would be Trump.
Right.
So our goal is to create equal opportunity for everyone, not necessarily like utopia or socialism or nothing like that. It's just everyone had equal opportunity. Worry about going to work. They didn't have to worry about, getting murdered. They didn't have to worry about being robbed. They didn't have to worry about not having enough money to feed their kids. What if everyone had equal opportunity, equal playing field? Imagine what the world will look like. And people say it's not possible,
Right.
but I know that's possible. Maybe not in my lifetime, maybe not in your guys' lifetime, but ultimately that is possible. So that's pretty much like what we're doing and where we're heading and why we're doing what we're doing.
Jamie?
Yes. First of all, excuse me, Mr. Brightwell. I love the work. And I always tell people it's never enough, good work being done. And I love what you're doing. Particularly around community building. When it relates to building this global community of like-minded people with a similar vision. And I work with the youth around the space of entrepreneurship and career mentoring. And what you express is, just being able to expose them to the opportunities, and not only the opportunities, but also the resources to make the opportunities a reality. And I look at some of the similar things when it relates to circumstance. You mentioned like what if these same people had an opportunity to grow up in a different environment with different resources and different access? They have a vision, they have passion, they have a desire, but they just don't have opportunity and they don't have access. So this is really love what you're doing. I think it's really phenomenal. I was just talking to a young brother the other day out in Brooklyn, and we was talking about a platform that he's developing, and it's all around building this global community of people that are working toward a greater future. And like you said, even if we don't realize it in our lifetime, in your lifetime, but for the generations that follow behind us, and this is what we're working. We stay connected to purpose, and we open these opportunities and these windows so that way they can step forth and create a greater future for us. So really phenomenal work, really love it, man. And definitely want to connect with you and do some work together, in addition to Brother Davon and Brother Jose. And I'm glad that they brought you on, and it's great to meet you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I do have a question though. I do have a question though. Where do you project yourself as far as success with your mission so far, and where do you see your ultimate goal going, and how far along do you feel before you actually get to your projected goal for the organization?
Okay, so your first question on where are we currently? Was that the first question?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Cool. So yeah, where we are at currently, we're right now on average. So self-affected Northeast specifically, we have a meetup every week, every Saturday. You can catch us in New York or New Jersey, and currently, average we have about 10 to 12 people at our meetup, and obviously consistency is what's going to get us there, right? So whether it's 10 people that show up this week or 5 people that show up this week, it doesn't really matter. Simply, we're just going to keep working because we have bigger mission. But where we're at currently is obviously not where we see ourselves long term, but we are on track. I mean, we're on track to where we're, especially since the work we put in, because what you put in is what you get out. So the work that we put in is ultimately, what we have with us, right? Because there's a cause, there's an effect to every cause, a cause to every effect, whatever it may be. You sow what you reap, right? So, or you reap what you sow, whatever it is. Right. So right now where we're at is where we should be. And then in regards to where we see ourselves, so we see ourselves.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. My fault.
Yeah, no, all good. I was just gonna say where we see ourselves is right ultimately, because obviously in order to change something, we have to be able to be in like positions of power, right? We have to be in politics. We have to be presidents. Like I'm talking to people right now who are looking to become mayors of cities, governors of states. You know, I don't mind becoming mayor of Patterson. And I know one of my friends named Pedro, he's looking to become governor of Minnesota. My friend Yusuf, he's actually our co-host at Sub Prefect Northeast. He's looking to be working in politics in New York City. And then one of our friends named Cameron, he's actually out in Texas. He's about 30 something, 40 something years old right now. He's looking to become president. And obviously we saw in the past, especially with Donald Trump, that money is going to can get you into politics, right? I mean, I know there's a whole game that's played, but now like Donald Trump, he was the first president who was just, here, I am a billionaire, let me get into politics. And he uses influence, he uses selling skills to get there. So that's ultimately what we're going to do. We're going to get as rich as possible, and then we're going to own politics and then see what we can do from there. But that's really like long term, and like we're working our way up there, you know.
Okay. My bad. My bad. My bad. So leadership building. I love it. I love it. Go ahead.
So, awesome.
Love it because what you're doing is you're manifesting. All right, because what you manifest comes to fruition. And what you put out to the universe, look back if it's all positivity and you have a vibration, your peers that you're all wavelength, right? Just like DAVON and JAIME, you know, this interview right now is a pure example of accomplished, right? Networking. I mean, we met, for God's sake, we met on a boat, all right? that party, right? And then look what it turned into. It turned into a great interview, and now you have more resources through the network that you know aspire to be connected to something else that may another connection and some other commodity, or if anything else about getting money. That's what it's about. Yeah, to have a good life, you got to work hard, you got to put it in, and then when you see this is the work you put in. The success is people that just stand around and do nothing and say what they like that are doing it, and you sir doing it. So my tipped off to you, and if you ever need any more connections, be sure to contact us because we're here to work with you.
Absolutely. I appreciate that. And also too, to bounce off your point in regards to, you know, taking that action, you know, when some people, when they're like super successful, whatever, they say it was luck, right? It was luck. How we met, you could say, was luck. And I like to go off of for luck is when preparation meets opportunity. I was prepared to say what I had to say. You guys are prepared to reach out, shake your hand. I like to say handshakes equal freedom, right? People don't understand, like, the more people you meet, the more doors that open up, right? Handshakes equal freedom. We shook hands, and now, like you said, you know other people, I know other people, can connect, shake more hands. We're all 7 handshakes away. Body, you're away from Barack Obama, shakes away from Donald Trump. You're 7 handshakes away from whoever you want to know, right? Handshakes equal freedom. So I'm glad you brought that point up.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Shout out to the Minty Men. Excellent projection for our youth. Yes, sir. Also shout out to Gatekeeper and Rome from the Bomb Show for calling in. Why don't you tell everybody where they can go to find you? You know what I'm saying? Your social links.
Yeah, so on Instagram, it's just my name. Anywhere, I mean, it's just my name, Ali Brightwell. If you want to connect with me there, you can connect with me there, anywhere.
Gotcha.
All right. So, ladies,
awesome.
If you ever want to connect with a good spirit, an energetic person that gives you something positive, even if you're feeling like a certain way, I'm telling you, this guy will make you bring out the best. And meeting you set the tone for me, be able to MC the way I did, because your positive energy, your partner. You saw we spoke for like 10 minutes straight, you know, just going back and forth and talking about positive stuff and making a change. And I believe that the universe, everything happens for a reason. And like you said, you know, one handshake, and my brothers could tell you, I'm all about handshaking, because handshaking builds more bridges, because that's what we do. We build bridges, and before you know it, we'll have a ring around the world full of positive people like yourself and my brothers here. I wish you nothing but more success, and I look forward to working with you. And let's make it happen. Let's change the world, because you, sir, that is a true person that does change. And that's all people, that positive mentality. Thank you for being on here, providing us with great, successful experience.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you as well. Salute, salute, salute.
Hey, ladies
Keep
and
up that
gentlemen,
great work.
Want to see the greatness, you reach out to Ali Brightwell. Check him out on all the social media links. And if you don't find him, hit us up. We'll link you up with him, because he's all about inspiring, to aspire, to motivate, to elevate. You already know Ali Brightwell.
Let's go. Let's go.
That's right. That's right.
Back in the store after this commercial break.
Yes, sir.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Great interview with this individual. He was all about empowerment. We're going to take a short commercial break and come back and talk about closing out the show. But before we do that, we're going to let Jamie hit everybody with some, you know, good vibes for eating and exercising. That'll be our commercial break after this message. Let's go.
Yo, what up, Dave? How you doing, man? It's Potato Head. Yeah, sorry about the way I repeat. I guess we were smoking too much.
I'm offline, but I'm on course. Lawn mowing through the grass with the condors. Imitation isn't good for the art form. That's why I got sucker ass rappers on my dartboard. Used to being on tours with the encores. Off time did graffiti with the hardcores. No matter what, love is still the regimen. Thug to get you Benjamins, drugs to get you sentences. That's why my messages plug into the sentences. I'm trying to spread knowledge, I'm down to play the nemesis. I face my problems, I don't Facebook them. Letting go of my fears, I guess fate took them. Heights and views, the mics I choose. Why would people say they sold for some likes and views? Thoughts deeper than the ocean in the Mariana. I get deeper than the soldiers of the terracotta. Disconnected, I smash modems and travel more. My news feed see more bull than a matador. Just don't pay attention, no mind and zero mentions. Whatever happened to artists who in their own dimensions? I think I'm going offline. No offense, but if I cancel accounts, I'll spend time with the people that count. I think I'm going offline. Social media is a waste of time. Rather be present in the moment when I make it mine. Call a friend instead of text a brother. He said he tried to harder back, but then we miss each other. Only get to see some family at rare occasions. So when we do, it's a cause for a celebration. Music is medication, my form of meditation. We use art and dance to reach an elevation. Yo, I've been hella patient, waiting, accelerating, hurry up and slow down. Another revelation. If you bring the truth in, then rap is revolution. But if you ain't saying shit, well then it's just pollution. I got a good solution, seeing through all illusions. Think of my own decisions and make my own conclusions. So if you following, it feel kinda hollow, fam. Pretty soon we'll probably only hang out as holograms. Everything you have can leave in an instant, man. Life's a lot bigger than our pictures up on Instagram. I think I'm going offline. No offense, but if I cancel accounts, I'll spend time with the people that count. I think I'm going offline. Social media is a waste of time. Rather be present in the moment when I make it mine.
Yes, sir. Sir. Back with the Extremities ENT talk show. I know y'all see me change right quick. I'm getting ready for the gym. You know what I mean? So, right quick, just to talk about, health and wellness right quick. We're going to dish it off so my man could just do the alley-oop right here to my brother from another. Health is wealth. You already know, with JAIME.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, family. Just want to really have a quick conversation. Just share some words and some sentiment. I always tell people that, there's always great things going on. Although we can't see it because every time we turn on the news, every time we turn on the radio, we hear all this chaos and negativity. But you look at Mr. Ali, Brother Ali, Sister Carol, and the great work that they're engaged in, and and the good vibrations that they're sharing. These are prime examples of all these phenomenal experiences that are going on. And there's a movement, there's a certain energy in the air. It's a very spiritual energy, a very nurturing, healing energy that's in the air. And we have to capture that energy. This is a special time for us. And and what Jose, he spent off the show, he talked about a few things that was going on in the news. And that's just a indication. It just really shows you, the obvious need for us to really build a sense of connectivity, and I like what Ali was talking about when it relates to just, shaking those hands and connecting with people and building a network, but because that's how we expand the family, and, like I said, we got to keep this sense of spiritual grounding. We have to, get present with each other. We have to support each other, in different modes and different modalities. We have to become better versions of ourselves so that way we can better service humanity, each other. So, really just want to, like I said, just, express my appreciation for that great work, for them inserting themselves on this phenomenal interview. This was a great show. I'm always, grateful for, all the brothers that are, on the show with me. You know what I'm saying? The family is, phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? They keep me energized. They keep me inspired. And that's really what it's about, really inspiring each other, digging into, just really looking at the experience. Ali spoke about some of his peers that are looking at, political aspirations. And this is what we have to do. We have to insert ourselves. A lot of us say, well, that's not something that I want to do. And it may be a little intimidating when you look at it in certain ways, but, this is a movement. This is a movement. And, we got to get it. We got to roll our sleeves up. We have to jump in and we have to get involved, and like I said, these are just two prime examples of two, gifts to humanity that are out there, really bringing forth transformation. It's not just change, but it's transformation. And this is what we need, and they set really great examples for not just the young generation, but for the older generation. And, and like I said, I'm very inspired, and, it just, gives me more drive to go out there. And as I engage, my groups, my various groups in the youth, whether it be working on various careers, we're rolling out certain programs. And like I said, we're working in a technology space to build digital communities, but this is what it's really all about, like I said, really getting present with each other, healing, going. And then also, Brother Ali also spoke about, opportunity, so a lot of it is healing, what I'm saying? So we have to emotionally heal, we have to mentally heal, we have to spiritually heal, and, like I said, create, avenues so more of us can connect with the things that we need to connect to, so we can be greater, so that way we can, these visions that we have, these aspirations that we have, it just brings us, those many steps closer to those aspirations and those dreams. So just, like I said, just want to again express my appreciation, my love, what I'm saying, and then, really put some real positive energy behind the work. They boots on the ground, they getting it done. And I have a lot of, respect and admiration. And, and I encourage you to keep it up. We need people like you, people like both Ali and Carol, just to continue to do what they're doing, and just like the family, on the podcast, we are here putting out, these positive messages, sharing resources, giving people an opportunity to exercise their voice. And this is what the experience is all about, and all I can say is, Ashe, I appreciate it all, looking forward to really interconnecting, and then being also a help and an asset to the work, as we move forward.
Wow. Perfectly said, as always. Wordsmith himself, Jamie Sanders, always praising us with his testimony. It's always enlightening to have, the spirituality come about, always making my hair stand, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what we need. We need that elevation, there's too many people putting each other down in the world. Just like Ali said, he looted Patterson, New Jersey. I know Patterson very well, I got friends who live out in Patterson. And it ain't no joke. And
got family out there. So I know.
I implore, everyone to be a part of the change and to join the movement. If you see a young person that has the mindset to make a change in his community, then you know what? That's a person you need to align yourself with, because that's exactly what I'm all about. And I'll tell you that, man. Let's all get together. Let's change a person's life for a day. Let's throw an event in a block that hasn't had an event. Let's liven things up. Let's change the mindset. Let's introduce something new that's positive, gives you a sense of wanting to get out of bed, to be able to live and to share different conversation and converse with individuals from different backgrounds and bring back, as to just sitting down and shutting up and opening up our ears to others. It's been a long time since someone actually listened, because what I see in social media, no one is listening. Let's put more positive stuff out there, and I guarantee you, the whole analog or whatever it is, the matrix is going to change, because something good has to come out of all this negativity. And I strongly believe that one person at a time, one day at a time, we can make it all happen. And thank you both, Jamie, Ali, and of course my brother DAVON, as we always go on adventures and we run into individuals that always enlighten us with their spirituality, because God bless this world with individuals like Jamie and Ali for us to be able to share this experience, and this is something that would always stick with me to the rest of my life, and those are the things that I'm grateful for. So thank you for that, Jamie, for introducing gratefulness into today's segment. So, I just wanted to put my part in. DAVON?
I ain't got nothing to say. I ain't got nothing to add to that. Y'all pretty much said everything. So yeah. Yeah, I ain't got nothing to add to that. Man, a few words. I don't have to repeat. Like, I'm saying, y'all pretty much said everything. So, it's cool.
And I just like to also let Ali know I admire his candor, his professionalism, his presentation, what I'm saying, very focused, what I mean? And again, it's very inspiring, because it's good, for even for us from the older generations, we're probably a step before you, just to see that, feel that energy and see that presence, because it, sometimes we lose hope, you know what I mean? And, and people like you doing the work that you engaged in give us hope, and it gives us fuel to continue to keep going, and it keeps us inspired. And again, like I said, you're incredible individual. You have incredible presence, and, very, very polished. And, I appreciate you, from the bottom. Appreciate you. Keep it up.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that, and I'm glad me as myself. I'm able to give you guys like hope, like you mentioned, because it's not just me, right? There's a whole bunch of us who are out there looking to make change, right? So just know that we're working, and I want to know, like, what's the next steps that we can do together to figure something out, because we're here together, like like somebody mentioned, I don't remember who, but we're here for a reason, right? It's our resonance, right? I am connected with you guys for a reason. Like we're here at this specific point in time to do something, right? So I would say like, what's the next step that we can do to, get the ball rolling or continue the ball, to keep it going.
Number one, stay in contact. We got a parade going on this Saturday. You're more than welcome to come out too. You know what I'm saying? Network, chill, chop it up. You know what I'm saying? And we press forward from there.
Yeah, I think actually one of my friends is going to be in the parade. She actually mentioned it to me not too long ago. So I'm sure. I think we have a field trip that's planned because she's actually a part of our group as well. So we do like field trips here and there. So we may, because we have a meetup from 2 to 4 on this Saturday. I think like maybe during the meetup we're gonna go for a field trip to the parade or after. But yeah, that was definitely in our plan. So it's funny that you guys had Carly on here because I know someone that's in the parade.
All right.
No doubt. That's how the stars align.
And you're gonna see 10,000 reasons to network.
Right.
Yeah, and then also I'm gonna share some information, with you and the family. There's a Ayurveda festival coming up. It's gonna be part of it's gonna be in New York City, Lower Manhattan, and then also in Brooklyn. It's gonna be a 3-day event. They're gonna have a parade on the 10th, on June 10th, and it's gonna be a great event. Great networking. A lot of very inspirational people, a lot of healers, a lot of influential people, and a lot of people that's a part of this transformation that we're a part of as well. So I'll share that with you as well. If you can make it out, it'd be great. Can definitely introduce and connect you with some people, and you can meet my spiritual mother.
Sounds good. That sounds good. Definitely.
Yes, sir.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, catch us each and every week on the Community Talk Show on iAccess Radio, the best podcast. Get everything up to date, current events to start the midweek into the weekend, just to let you feel those positive vibes. Be sure to catch us each and every week on 365 Live, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Roku TV, Fire Stick, Apple TV. That's right, Mixcloud. Anything that has the capability to have the cell phone or television, just type in iAccess Radio, as there is no limit to what we can do. If I learned something more today than I did yesterday, it wasn't a day wasted a life. Bless, stay safe. DAVON?
Live, love life. Take care of each other, people. Come on.
JAIME?
Let's just keep on sharing and keep on growing and keep each other inspired. Love you all.
All right. Take care. And last but not least, Ali, any closing statements?
If you're not growing, then you're dying.
Excellent.
I like that.
See you next week. Stay blessed.
Yes,
you already know. X-Tremitiez.
Shout out, Big Al. Gatekeeper. Big Rome. Thanks for the call in.
You already know. Thank you, my brother.
You're ready.
My plate got bigger. Say she wanna spend the night, asking me like what's for dinner. She working on her ass in the winter. She say she want a body like scissor. Do your sit-ups? It's the weekend, now she working that pin up. She think about tuition every time that money go up. This is not a love song, we might as well pull up. Men lie, women lie, tell me something I don't know. Let's take a toast, girl, I'm fucking with ya. Cause they ain't been the same since I got richer. She know I'm not a spitter, but still a splitter. Down the middle. It started in the basement like my name was Tigger. Or bigger, either way I'm getting bigger. Just sign a deal, dreams getting realer. And I'm coming for you, cause Michael Jackson says got richer. My plate got bigger. Say she wanna spend the night, asking me like what's for dinner. She working on her ass in the winter. She say she want a body like scissor. Do your sit-ups? It's the weekend, now she working that. She think about tuition every